This is such a big thing, Mike.
Thank you.
Come on, Jip.
Good morning, Colin.
Morning.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Hello and welcome to Qatar's first sports podcast, In the Game. I'm your host, Steve Mackey, and we can't wait to introduce you to everything that is sports here in Qatar and afar. We're going to be bringing you personalities, company owners, institutions, individuals that are making a real difference. So, with us, enjoy the journey.
Hello and welcome to In the Game, Qatar's first sports podcast. Today, I've been trying to get him on the show for quite some time. A lot of you are already going to know this man, but Ozzy, thank you so much for coming on the show. Can you introduce yourself?
Steve, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. My name is Ozzy. I'm from the Look Company, and it's great to be here. It's an absolute honor. Thank you for having me on your show.
So, those of you that don't know the Look Company, Ozzy's probably one of the most important people, especially when it comes to all the flags and everything, all the stuff for the sporting events, all the materials and flags and.
Exactly. So we've been here. We're the Look Company, specialized in creating visually brand awareness for our brand and for stadium branding in stadiums that we do across the country. So we've just done the recent Emir Cup, major sporting events in the country, looking at the tennis. We do the tennis every year, currently doing the squash at the minute, and obviously looking forward to many of the football games coming up in the country. Every week in, week out, we do pretty much every game in the country, and looking forward to the World Cup 2022.
Yeah, because I've always, and I didn't realise that you'd done this until this morning. But with the flags, it always amazes me how all of a sudden 1 minute there the flags are there's nothing there, and then the next morning there's flags everywhere.
Yes, we are also the official flag production house here in Qatar. We make all the Qatar flags. Like I said to you earlier, we have the biggest embroidery machine in the country, and it's specifically dedicated making the flags for His Highness. It's a sense of pride for me driving down the Corniche and seeing the flag, the biggest flag on top of the Emir Jawan, because we do that. And that flag, did you know, is changed every other day.
No.
It is changed every other day to make sure that it remains clean, it remains healthy, it remains strong, and it's rotated and changed out pretty much every other day. So that's a very vibrant flag. But we're getting ready now for National Day, which we're getting ready to brand and put all the flags up and down the country.
That's huge, right?
It is a huge project. So we start from the outskirts of the country. So we'll start from Dukan in, we'll start from Mesaid, down back to the Corniche, and then everything in between. So we're looking forward to starting that. And it's normally a 4-week timeline to deliver that.
So let me give you an example. You've done the beach games.
We've done the Enoch Beach Games, yes.
So how long for something like that? How long does it take in preparation?
In preparation and planning is the key to everything that we do. So we're used to working with the major sporting organizers in the event and major sporting commissions in the country. We plan for about 4 weeks, get everything ready and planned.
Just
then we
4
get
weeks?
4 weeks. We get the artwork done. We get the artworks approved by the clients. We have all the scoping files for every major stadium in the country per se, and for any event that we do. So all that's prepped beforehand. The fun bit then comes when we start printing. We've got one of the fastest printing machines in the region. We can print 35,000 square meters per year that we do. And output now for more. We invested in more machinery, and we're looking to up our output on that front. We get to the printing and the installation, and that's the fun bit. So we begin to turn things around as quickly as possible as needed by the client. We've built our reputation on the quality and the way we deliver our products, and also our clients know that we deliver to a timetable. And they can pretty much go home. They pay us to take the headache away from them worrying about whether the event will be delivered on time or not, and we always deliver.
And is it sleepless nights for you beforehand?
It is sleepless nights. Our factories run 24 hours. So 24 hours, apart from downtime some Fridays, but mainly in busy season, 24/7 we run.
Yeah.
So we install it at night, daytime, whenever we can. We install, we print and install.
I was joking at the beginning about trying to get you on the show, but you're a busy man. It's kind of you're non-stop.
We are pretty much non-stop. We have to be. So our customers don't sleep. Our clients don't sleep. They rely and depend on us to deliver, and we go on about doing that. And And there's the reassurances as well, and making sure that our team are on site and deliver and are happy and comfortable with what they're doing. And we're not supposed to do something that we're not comfortable with. Make sure that they're comfortable. They've got their shift patterns in arrangement. Obviously, we got machineries as well working and booked off for different events. But it's all 24 hours, obviously, relating to the clients as well.
And with the preparation side of it, okay, it takes four weeks to get the stadium ready or the country ready. What about the time before that, so that you're getting everything put in place, the artwork?
So, for example, we've got a military laser scanning machine that we have, a 3D scanning machine. So once we put the scanning machine to work, it scans a venue. And it could take us about 4 days for this machine to scan a full venue, like a full stadium, Janub Stadium, for example, inside and outside. So we capture all the data. Now, what's left now is to extract that data for every single side of the pitch that is available for branding. And once we've done that, we've got the scope of work, as it were, which is now goes back to the artist or to our design team to begin to create designs for those specific branding locations. And once approved by the client, we get to printing and then installation. So that's the machines and the machinery and our expertise cuts down the amount of time that we need to deliver a project.
And so with something like this, so when you go in, I would suppose at the beginning, the negotiating with the client, or has the client got clear understanding, or does that client kind of let you lead the process?
So the client let us lead the process based on our expertise. So what we do is that once we collect the data, we then present it to the client and say, okay, what is your budget and how do you want the look and feel of this event? What's the feeling and look and feel of the event? So we then get down to that discussion. Being where we are in Qatar, as we all know, we've had places where we don't have a budget and we've branded to what we believe the client wants and the client's happy with. But you have the sheikh come in to inspect the ground before the game and go, I need more branding and I want it now. So we have to go back to the drawing board and increase that, and that's pretty much done overnight.
I heard in one of these competitions that the Prime Minister came in and he looked up and he said, no, I don't like it. You've got used the wrong logo. And he changed it virtually overnight. We've
got a capacity to do pretty much whatever the client needs doing overnight. Within reason, yes, but we do try and we can deliver.
How you keep saying, I just don't know. I really don't know how you keep saying.
I know, we've got a wonderful, brilliant team. And they're passionate. They're passionate sports fans for starters, and they're passionate about what we do. So it makes it so much easier.
And for people that are starting out in the business in sports, it's really important to make sure that you've got your data. That everybody just looks over this sometimes, but it makes you, and it gives the client confidence that you know your stuff. So if you are pitching for something and you are going for a big project, make sure you get all the detail in place, because a lot of people leave this out and they think it's just the pitch, right? But there's so much detail that sometimes you don't take into account.
There's so much detail that people don't take into account, and obviously all of this will come with experience. We've done this for so many years, so each and every venue differs. Each and every event differs. Each and every committee or organization differs in what they want to present and how they want to present their event. And you need to be aware of all of these factors before you even begin to talk to the organization about how and what you need to be presenting. We're blessed in the fact that we've done this for years and we understand the customers based on what we've done in this country and outside. So in Canada, where we've done Olympic Games in Vancouver, the Winter Olympics, to the Asian Games we've done here, to all the EMEA Cups that we've done here, to all the tennis tournaments we've done, we have a good understanding, including Commercial Bank Qatar Masters. So we do the FINA World Championship as well. We do Lusail Circuit, where we do the MotoGP.
So you're doing racing. Something right now?
So we're doing something right now as well. My team's busy out there working. So we have a great understanding of sport, and we've got a passion for it. We've got a love for it. And it's almost like a thing of pride with our project managers, where they have their own venues and they take pride in delivering their own events to the highest standard and highest level. And every year they're looking to do better. And that's what gives the organizations the confidence in us to do more. And we're just being innovative in everything that we do.
Just picking up on stuff that you say, and I know you personally because we go to the same networking event. But the big thing that comes out for me at the moment is team. It's like that's all you focus on. It's the team that's so important.
The team, the people make what you do. The team is so wonderful that I get to work with, and it's a pleasure to be part of the Look Company team. We call ourselves a family first, but it's so important. And when we now engage with different organizations, we make them part of our family and they become part of ours. And that's key to us in that partnership, in the way we work. Because once we understand the customer, the organization, and how they want to be presented and portrayed, we then go to work, and it makes our jobs easier and it makes their lives easier as well.
And it's for any businesses starting out, for any businesses that are already started and they're just struggling a little bit. It's like the biggest thing is that you're only as strong as your weakest link, right? So you've got to make sure that once you've got that team in place, things become a lot easier.
Things become a lot easier once you got a team in place. And the thing about putting a team together and building a team is you look for people that would represent you and your brand and your company in the way that you like to be seen and represented. And it comes from the person within, their character, their characteristics, and obviously you need to teach them your company culture. Mm-hmm. The company culture that we impact is quality. And it's amazing when when we have a project and the team have gone out to install a project and they come back and they send you a WhatsApp at 2:00 in the morning. I'm sorry, I can't install this because it doesn't look good. And you're thinking, okay, we need this for 6:00 in the morning. The clients are expected to arrive on site. I know it's a quality issue, but we need to do something. And he goes, no, we need to go back to the factory. It needs to be reprinted. I can't install this because I can't leave this and walk off. And you're thinking, thank you for that. And they call up the factory and they get a reprint and they go back and install it the way they believe it should be done. And that's the level of, they wouldn't leave a job in a way that they're not happy with, and they're knowing the full well the customer client won't be happy with.
I think that one thing that's just stands out for me so much is that why you are the market leader here in Qatar. It's like you do the events that you do are incredible.
Absolutely. The events that we do are incredible, and by miles the market leader here in Qatar, and it's the quality. And I think when the customers, I've had our clients, they literally have come out and said, we pay you so we can go to bed and sleep, wake up in the morning, we could turn up with our buses and we know that you've delivered to the highest quality, and we're surprised every single time we come out and we're happy with the work. I think the most frightening thing in the country is that you leave a project to somebody and you come up in the morning or you come in earlier and inspect it and it's not ready. Yeah. For some reason there's a delay or whatever it is. And it's amazing that the quality and the attention to detail that our team pays to projects is amazing. You have people that even they have a flat tire, they're calling the backup team to go and start the work before they get there. So there's nothing left to chance. Whoa. As to say, oh, we had a flat tire or there was a reason why we couldn't deliver. They always make sure to deliver and on time.
It's like a military operation.
It's like a military operation. We've had so many incidences that, in Qatar, we know there's a lot of people that are very, very price sensitive to what they do. So we have people that have come in and the price we've given hasn't suited them. They go and deliver a project and we get a call maybe at midnight to say, we need your help. We need to come take everything that's been installed down by a different vendor and we need to reinstall for us, please. We don't care how much it's going to cost now. Our bosses are here. They're not happy with what's been, and we've got a press conference or whatever it is at 6:00 in the morning. We get the team out, go save the day as we do, and all done and dusted, and they're happy with it. So, and they don't make that mistake the second time. They come straight to the source. So, yes.
It must be so rewarding.
It is very, very rewarding, especially, I'm a father. So you drive around the country with the kids and you begin to point out what you've done. And, like I took the kids to Enog and they met the team on site doing maintenance work. And they were so happy to see the team. The team were happy to see them. And they walked around Enog. They took pictures of the branding on that. And they really, really had a wonderful time. So I'm really, really proud to take the kids out and show them what keeps daddy busy every single day.
And that's such an important part, right?
Oh, is a very, very important part. And we've done some bits in their school as well with the flags. We did the Union Jack. We did their school flag, and we also did the Qatari flag for them. So they're really pleased when they go to school every day, and they see a bit of bits that Dad's done for the
And
school
they'll
and
be,
in the school.
you know what they're going to be like. It's like when they're out with their friends. It's like, yeah, my dad, he
Yes,
done all
they
that.
did all that. Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
and sometimes again with people listening, obviously it's all about sports, but these are the important side of things. It's like making sure that you've got things that really kind of make it all worthwhile. Because sometimes you can be working over 24 hours. Sometimes it could be even more that you're putting the time and effort in. But if you don't enjoy it, what's the point?
Absolutely. And yes, very much so. Enjoying that and enjoying sports and getting the kids to understand that it's not just about, they're quite envious with the job that I do because we deliver sporting events, major sporting events, and they get to come out with me sometimes to watch the events. Like they went to watch Team GB play at Enog as well, and they had their flags and they were waving their flags. They enjoy that, and they could see what athletes have to preparation, planning, dedication, and then obviously companies like ourselves creating that look and feel for the event for them to enjoy and have that customer journey and customer experience, and it's amazing for them.
But I think that goes in very much. You're part of the. I remember I took a picture and I put it onto social media, and it says "Be a part." It's on the Olympic Committee. Have you seen that? Well, we're all part of the team.
Absolutely.
And you are part of that team. It's a huge part of it.
It's a huge part of the fabric, and we're part of that. And it's an honor to be a part of that in this country. And it's not just that, we're honored to be able to put Qatar on the map. When the world watches a sporting event coming out of Qatar, which more and more happening every single day and every single year, we increase the amount of number of sporting events that we do. The world watching this would say, wow, the look and the feel of where a tournament's been delivered in a country that most people in the world haven't heard of.
Yeah.
They're thinking, where in the world is that, and how have they managed to deliver that look and feel for this event? And it's amazing.
Yeah.
So we pride ourselves on keeping to that world-class level that, we achieve, be it in Canada, be it in our Zurich office, and being here in Qatar as well.
You're also doing something in the Philippines.
At the minute, yes, we're in the Philippines doing the SEA Games, so we've got a team out there as well, doing that. So we pride ourselves in being born in Qatar and exported around the world. And I think that's the vision which most Qatari businesses are looking at, being born in Qatar and exporting your expertise all over the world. So we're basically running the SEA Games from here in Qatar. We've got a team out there doing all the scoping and getting ready for all the artwork and all the branding. So we've got a team of designers out there. We've got a team of project managers out there. And it's amazing, all the feedback coming in from the venues that they're going to brand. The team in the Philippines were some staff that we had worked with here in Qatar before, from the Philippines, who'd moved back home to do different things. But as soon as they knew that the look company were in the Philippines trying to do the SEA Games, they all came back to the family, and they're the ones running the project right now from the Philippines. And it's amazing to touch base with people that we worked with for so many years and we haven't heard from them, but now they're all back on board running the SEA Games.
So again, this is for so many different reasons, this podcast today, but what's your advice? What is your advice that you would give to any company that wanted to push themselves to go on a global basis? What are those things that you need to learn?
So I think back to basics, and whatever you do, you need to deliver honestly, and you need to deliver with quality. And once you deliver from strength to strength and deliver on time, do exactly what you say you're going to do, it begins to build for you. And once you begin to build your portfolio on that, you can categorically go to people and go, this is what I've done. And anybody that checks will go, yes, actually they deliver, and they deliver on time. And that's what gives you that exposure to begin to say, yes, I've got a stake to put my name forward for, a global job. And you can begin to go into that. Obviously, the blockade is something that has obviously hampered us a bit, because we're looking at the region, for example, going to the region. We've done beach games in Oman before in the past. So we're looking at going forward and doing more in the region, competing in the region and competing globally. So
make sure that keep it simple.
Keep it simple, get the basics right, deliver what you say you're going to deliver. Do not ever overcommit. And once you get those basics ticked off, it's just one job after the other. What we have in this market and in industry, you have a lot of people that overcommit and they let themselves down and get themselves out of the game. So if you keep delivering consistently and basically whatever you do, deliver honestly, on time, and consistently, as you say. The rest will come to you.
And I'm going to bring another, because you said another point that really sometimes you've got to do it. It's expectations, making sure that you don't overcommit, making sure you set those expectations in the early stages.
Absolutely.
Because if you manage those and manage the client's expectations, you're on a winner. It will go good for you.
It will go good for you, and it just shows with your experience, you know what you can deliver, when you can deliver, and how you will deliver. And that just sets the tone for everything that you want to do. You manage those expectations, and you always have to give yourself that, we work 24/7. So we always have that wiggle room where we can have a quick turnaround for anything that we choose to.
Yeah.
I remember when we did the Tunis Cup, and we had 24 hours to change over a stadium to a different CAF tournament. And it was, the team were just so pumped and couldn't wait. It was a challenge that we'd never done before. Yeah. And we could not wait to get our hands on the stadium to turn it around in 24 hours to get the next tournament on. And we're looking forward to it. Going forward, it's something that we've never done before. It's a challenge, and we accomplished that.
I think the big thing with me, because there's going to be people out there, there's always knockers, and there's going to be people, you're a big company, and it kind of, that's because you're so big that you've got these things. If you don't fulfill, doesn't matter how big you are, you will not get the next job.
No.
And it's like, so people will look up and say, but you're grafters. When things happen in this country, and especially from a branding, a sporting event, you're there.
Absolutely. And you say we're a big company. I like to think of us as a small, big company, because I know everybody in the company by the first name. And so does our president, who's not based here. So does our president here. So does our global CEO. And that's because we're a family. And each of the projects that we work on, we have a dedicated project manager and team that look after that event. So it's a small team, in effect. And the beauty about the small team is that they know their events, they know their venues, and they know exactly what they're doing. It's not because so much that you're big, but you have to be efficient with what you have. You've got to make the most with what you have.
Great
and
point.
Efficiency is the key to what you do. And
brilliant.
The planning and preparation makes for that.
Fantastic. That's just brilliant for everybody out there. And I kind of, I know that people are going to pick up on your passion, and it is something that I want. What was your favorite? And it's a bit unfair, but what's your favorite project? What do you get the biggest buzz? Because for me, what you do is the tennis. It looks amazing. It's so stands out.
The tennis is sharp, and I need to congratulate all my family at QTF. They take their time, and they are probably one of the most organized organizations we work with. They prepare and get their branding and everything ready a month before the event.
Yeah.
And you drive past the QTF, you know there's an event coming, you get ready, you start getting excited about the event, and their branding and the color is absolutely amazing. What is interesting about them, though, and this tells you what we win awards for in Europe, is the color management. So we win FESPA awards in Europe for color management, and QTF are notorious. They'll come up and go, this is our season's color. Can you match it? So there's no Pantone color. We get the color of the fabric, and we're like, okay. So we start matching the colors, and we do huge samples. We take it to center court. We fit it, and they go, right, that one in the middle looks like the closest to it. We'll work with that. So we pride ourselves on color management as well, and we've got a good eye and technique for color management before we go to print and calibrate our machines to that. And we got a wonderful team in-house that can do that, and experts at that. So color management, and they bring out vibrant colors. My favorite event, being a golfer, I've got to go with the Qatar Masters, and I'm so looking forward to the upcoming Qatar Masters. I believe it's going to be in a new venue this year. So I'm looking at Education City venue. So we're looking forward to getting my hands branding on that Education City golf course. It's an amazing track. So being a golfer, I love it. Love the idea of taking a bit of nature and branding it, and it's just
you're letting some
amazing.
Secrets go here.
So I know.
Secrets
so
go.
I'm really passionate about that.
Yeah, I can see.
The MotoGP as well in Lusail, the Lusail circuit is huge. absolutely amazing. Love the circuit and branding it and the noise of the circuit.
Yeah.
Is really, really is something else. And the paddocks, great. Every event we do is special. I mean, I had goosebumps when I went to the opening of the Janub Stadium, the Wacker Stadium. So I was there, the opening ceremony, all the branding that we've done, all the hard work that we put in, the graft. And I was there watching the game and messaging my dad and people back home to say, I'm at the stadium we've just branded. It's a new World Cup stadium. I cannot believe I'm sat here being part of history. And it's absolutely amazing. So people back home going, coming back on WhatsApp, we're watching it on TV. It's amazing. I can't believe that you're there. And that's just, that's what's...
And you're giving your inspiration to your kids, but you're still taking inspiration from your mum and dad.
Oh, right? Absolutely. So dad
it never stops.
It never stops. Dad coming back and going, I'm actually watching this. I can't believe that you're there, and you guys did all that amazing work. So it's really, really good.
I'm so glad that we're talking like this now, because there's something that I want to finish the show on, and it's something that you work in unbelievable hours, and your team. Okay, I understand that. But the amount of payback you do, the amount, and I'm lucky that I know Ozzy. And it's not a long friendship that we've had, but over the period of times with the networking group. And what you do for others is incredible, Ozzy. I tell you honestly, you go out of your way. And if anybody can learn from this man, do it. I tell you honestly, because the relationships that he builds is incredible. The amount of work that he puts in and he gives the contacts that he's been working with is immense. It's like, and I'm just glad that I'm here now thanking you for that, because you really do pay back.
Thank you. You're making me blush now. It's important. And I think I went to visit a company the other day, and they said to me that they were surprised that I replied to the email, and they're surprised I came to the meeting. I said every day we learn something new about somebody, a company, an individual, and everybody needs to start. And a small company today could be a very, very big and important company tomorrow. I do what I do because I add value to my existing clients by saying, I can introduce you to somebody that could have a solution for what you need. And they're impressed by that because I'm adding value to, like I said before, my family. They need something and I've been able to fix it for them. And then someone that I've introduced is saying, well, thank you so much for introducing me. And I'm like, you're welcome, because they needed that help and that service, and you're providing, and I can trust that you can deliver exactly what they need. And that gives them that stepping stone to move on. Everybody wins. Everybody wins.
And what a poignant point to finish on here, because I'm telling you that it works. And I tell you, honestly, you just start paying back and you see what comes back to you. It's incredible. Ozzy, absolutely. I am so pleased that you come on the show today. It's been a privilege, honestly. It really has.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure.
So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Until next time, bye-bye for now.